You had a situation where you was gonna leave me. Now I had a situation where I was gonna leave him again.
Okay.
What's his way now?
Because he was a little clingy.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And
No.
he was. You was clingy. And see, I'm used to that. You know,
It's not,
I did.
okay. It's
You
not,
know,
I don't look
you
at it as
come
being
home.
clean. I look at it like this. When you first kicking it with somebody,
Love hard.
you know what I'm saying? Like you want to be around that person to get to know them. You know what I'm saying? You just, it's in the beginning stage, so you won't.
It's called clean, but we love all. We want to know you. Want to get to know. But still, that's like that's not the wrong word. Go ahead, and finish off. But it's clean. Go ahead. Yeah. Cause you challenge our manhood when you say that word right there. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead and finish.
Okay, cause it took a minute to get him in my routine and stuff like that. Cause I work with people all the time. I deal with people all the time. Not only that, I had to have some time to where I can just calm down and get And there you go. It was a text.
But see, this was so crazy.
Well, he did.
She would call me. You coming up the other day? Yeah, I guess. If you invite me, yes, I'm gonna come. But then don't turn around and say, I'm
You
coming.
invite him every day. You supposed to come and go. You come and stay.
If you call me at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock,
I told him
I'm not finna come on there and kick it for 30 minutes then turn around and go back home. I don't know what type of police think. This is you calling me to spend the night. This is the pajama call. This just turned to a pajama.
No, I understand what you're saying, but see, that's good.
Visit. You come and visit and leave.
They had to learn each other. Like that's one is it, y'all learned each. So now, it's not an
I
issue.
stopped calling. And he still was coming.
Hey, cause we love hard, you know.
He's making an excuse to come.
You know,
You done around the house.
Spirit told me your doorknob was broke. I need to come fix it. I understand. But that's all about learning each other. But see, obviously, that's like you said. That's the way he loved and she know. But he learned how you wanted to be loved. He learned how he wanted to get adjusted to each other.
Persistence is the key, man.
Hey, that's.
I was gonna break up with him. I was like, ugh.
I told her how I got my wife. But I told her I ain't fine. I'm handsome. So I had to be persistent. You know what I'm saying? I had to be persistent. I had to get her.
I tell her all the time, cute for kids and puppies.
Yeah, you feel me? And persistent, you know. Boom.
That he was, and that's what draw me back. And me having conversations with my dad. You know, so I was like, well, Daddy, look here. You know, you like that. Well, how you make you feel? You know, I'm good. How the kids treat him? The kids love him. How your mama taking good? Everybody love him. Matt this and Matt that, Matt. I'm saying, like, y'all so damn.
I got to stamp him all the way around the board while you hear me.
My son, I was like, I know he ain't gonna get to my son.
Who?
What's up, Matt?
Well, what's going on, boy?
What's happening?
Well, let's take to the court one time.
So faith ties in.
Well, I think the biggest thing for me faith-wise is I feel like everybody, especially, we ain't no spring chicken no more, so you're gonna live life a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So everybody done experienced past hurt. Everybody. You can't say you done went through this walk of life and you ain't even had some kind of past relationship hurt. So when that hurt occurs, of course, the natural thing to do, put up walls, shut everybody else out, because you don't want to go through that kind of pain. Because when you want to admit it or not, when you want to be a man and keep it always 100, it hurt. Men too. You know what I'm saying? Men cry too.
Hey man.
Let's keep it 100 now. But you have to have, because with me personally, just like my wife said, I took a little time to myself to get to know what made me happy. Because I can't make her happy if I'm miserable. Ain't no way in the world, because it'll be fake. It mean I'm putting on, you know what I'm saying, you ain't nobody keep up that, you know what I'm saying, routine if it's not genuine.
My daddy said give him 2 years.
You understand what I'm saying?
2 years.
So, with me, you know what I'm saying, being a praying man that I am and always having faith, you know what I'm saying, in God, just in general, you have to have faith that, you know what I'm saying, God gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying? He know your heart more than anybody else. You understand what I'm saying? So, I just feel like you know my heart, you know what I'm searching for, you know what I pray for. So you have to have faith in him to have, you know what I'm saying, for him to bless you with what you feel like you need in your life. You understand what I'm saying?
So you basically saying God.
Yeah.
position her in the right place. God, son, her
Boy, the sun, the moon, the stars, everything got aligned up. I sat there and told you, bro, listen, we were Facebook friends literally 5 years, bro. 5 years. I see posts for folks I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? 5 years, never seen not one of her posts. She never seen one of mine. I made one post about going to the driveway and go just one look at. I mean, you couldn't hit me up, bro. I'm like, yo, let's go. All right, that ride with me. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to go sit there by myself. Could have been one. Probably could have been. You know what I'm saying? Anybody. She chimed in. So you tell me.
So how faith played in you guys' relationship?
Okay, that phone call that we had that lasted for 10 hours, he took me from his childhood all the way up. So I listened to me, even at the job that I do, I listened. So I felt like at that time he just needed a friend. So I'm listening. You know what I mean? And some of the stuff that he had to go through growing up with his childhood, some of the stuff that he told me that he's seen, I was like, wow. You know, and a lot of stuff, I feel like if another female would have heard that, that would have been like shying away. But it wasn't my place to judge his past. And so I didn't judge his past. And that was the thing. And then out of all that, he still came and he kept his word. So that was my main thing when I was praying, and I knew who it would be because that person would keep the word. That's one of my pet peeves is keeping your word. Not only that, he had his Uncle Ronnie passed. So I seen that sensitive side of him when he broke down and he cried. And I mean, he cried. And I'm saying like, you know, what I supposed to do.
You said cried one time.
Actually, when she put that emphasis, I was like, whoa, a slob in the face.
Not bubbles in the face. I mean, oh, he cried. I cried. I dropped a few tears.
So for him to do that and not really know, we didn't really know each other like that. For him to be able to show me all his emotional sides in such a short period of time, I felt like that was God's.
Oh wow! Now the other one, that's what I heard. The other
Traditional.
So is you guys' household?
No.
Is it traditional? And how does it work?
We're good for me.
Well, to answer the question, no, we do not have a traditional household. I make sure that we don't have a traditional household. Even before I got furloughed from my job, you know, I still went to work. First one up, you know what I'm saying? Still came home every day. I do the cooking, the cleaning, the washing, drying, and folding the clothes. I will.
Just mine, not the kids.
No, not the kids. Not the kids.
Just me.
But
just me.
I make sure that I go the extra mile to make sure that when she come home from work, I mean, she already got to deal with a lot dealing with people anyway. So sometimes when you come home, you don't want to deal with nothing. And I see that in her face when she walks through the door. So I just feel like this. If you really love somebody, like really, really love that person, if you are tired, you being a man can suck it up a little bit more than she can and go the extra mile to make sure she's straight, because at the end of the day, that woman gonna make sure you straight. She gonna make sure you straight. By all means, she gonna put herself on the back burner to make sure you straight. You know what I'm saying? So as men, as a man, just in general, period, why can't we do that? So I said, well, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I watched my stepdad cater to my mama for 30 years. I watched my Uncle Ronnie go to work and be a beast on job sites and come home, and my auntie Ellen didn't have to live with family. He did it all. And I wanted to be just like him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you get. When you see the leading men of your life, you know what I'm saying, and the way that they carry themselves, then, I mean, nobody has to teach you that. It kind of grows on it. So that's just what I do. She don't have to do nothing when she comes.
Do you ever help him out sometimes when you're tired or something like this?
Well, you have to remember, I'm independent. So I have all that stuff, and the stuff that he came in doing, I was already doing. I ain't even cook or clean or this and that. I got older kids. So I paid my daughter to wash my clothes. That's part of her chores. Yeah, but that's part of her chores. Because you also have to teach kids how to be clean, how to take care of themselves. So when I'm not around, they know what they're supposed to do. My daughters took out the trash too. When I came home, and my son was living with me at the time too, before Matthew dad came. He moved out when my mom had a stroke, so he could help my mom. So he had to, take out the trash. Everybody had their own individual job that they had to do. And I didn't have to tell them to, make sure the trash taken out, make sure the kitchen clean. If my kitchen's not clean when I come home, I don't cook. I got money. I go buy me something to eat. Y'all fend for yourself. Matthew came, they my princesses. They don't have to do this. They don't have to do that. And we had an argument because I told him, you taking them off.
She said I was knocking them off their routine.
Yes. Because now you're doing it. And they feel like they don't have to do that.
My only argument was this. Okay. If you've been here all day, it should be done. You know what I mean? If she pulling up in the yard and y'all been here all day and it ain't done, that means you ain't got no routine. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm just talking about in the beginning.
But
so that's what made me start. So I was like, well, okay, she at work. I'm here. Make sure don't nobody, man or woman, want to come home from a hard day at work and smell no trash, see no dirty dishes, see stuff all on the table. You don't want to see that, especially when you got grown folks in your house. Might well say grown folks in your house laying here all day. You don't want to see that.
But
you know
that's what they was doing before.
So what
you knocked them off their routine.
Listen, we not gonna have it.
We ain't gonna have an argument,
Look, I don't put my
but you
foot down.
can't say you come and doing this, you come and doing that.
So what I did was, only thing I did was, if I see it need to be done, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not. Well, just go knock on their door and tell them to do it. No. I'm not gonna knock on nobody's door, wake nobody up, tell them to go wash no dishes. I'm already up. I just wash the dishes.
Cause you took them out the routine.
But no, so now we got, see y'all, when keep it real, it's real, it's to agree to disagree. Like I said, she's right, because they had a routine, that's how she had it. When you came in the picture, you can't feel like, hey.
18 and 17 years old, that's
I
what
get
was
that.
doing my kids for a long time. They knew and they know what they supposed to do.
And I get that.
But if somebody gonna come tell you, you ain't gotta do that.
Yeah, of course they gonna like,
You ain't gotta do that. I got it, so I started giving them more allowance.
I didn't say you didn't have to do it.
My daughter was washing my clothes.
I didn't say you didn't have to do it. You
started doing it, so she
I just said, you know what? Don't worry about it, it's done.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, it's done. I didn't never say, oh, now agree, you ain't gotta wash no dishes, girl. I got that. No.
You was showing.
You getting up to go wash the dishes. What you doing? To go wash dishes? Don't worry about it. It's done.
I think he used that to get in with the kids. And then he got to the point they seen they didn't have to do it no more, they stopped doing it.
Okay, so for the last question, what advice would you give someone that not only is a blended family, but is also going through the motions of trying to stay together as well as making that blended family work?
I'm gonna take this one first.
Go ahead.
Like I said, me and my ex-husband, which all my kids are about my ex-husband, he knows when I call him, it's only for it's an emergency about a kid. He don't come and get in his face about nothing. He don't come and tell him anything. I handle my ex-husband. With his baby mom, ex-wife, I do her the same way. If I need to do anything with the kids or anything like that, then I go to Matthew because I feel like that's the kids. Even though I'm there, I'm not the one that was putting those, raising them and storing like morals and stuff like that. I go to Matthew, so she don't have to worry about me disrespecting her, calling her phone or anything like that. I'm not jealous of her either. So when they had that conversation about Zion and Makai, I leave it at that. If he come and ask me, to talk to Zion, if he asks me for my opinion or something like that, then I would give it to him. But I let them co-parent. I do not interfere with that. I don't get mad because he's talking to her. And I feel like she respects me in the same way. I might ask, if he's not there, I'll call him and be like, Makai, you know, can I get him Motrin? Is he allergic to this or he's allergic to that? But other than that, is you have outside the other parent, or you know what I'm saying, they could cause problems too if you allow that. You know, so if you have to get that straightened out up front. I don't want you putting your hands on my kids. I waited till my children got a little bit older to where you don't have to put your hands on my children, but when they was little, you know, if they was little and something like that happened, then I can kind of see, you know, the dad get mad because somebody else whooped their child or something like that. But that's the main thing, is get that up front, straighten that out up front before you try to blend anything. Because everybody was brought up different.
I think it's respect and time. You have to respect everyone's individuality, and you have to give everybody time to warm up. You know what I'm saying? Respect, I feel like, is the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? Respect. I mean, like I said, you got to respect both sides, especially with it being a blended family. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, touching on kind of what you said, you can't. If I wasn't there to, you know what I'm saying, help instill them certain values and morals inside of them, then there ain't nothing I can do about it. That's on them. The only thing I can do is help guide it. You know what I'm saying? Is help guide it. So you have to respect that. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's them learning how to be their own individual, you know what I'm saying, individual self. So respect their time. Like I say, time-wise, I mean, like I say, you just got to give everybody their time. You cannot force anything. You know what I mean? Just because, like I say, if I got two boys, you got two boys, you feel like just because all four of them are boys, that they just gonna get in the room and everybody gonna be supreme. No. The boys, testosterone is about boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, this my room, huh? Yeah, we just moved in too. Yeah, but this my room. Yeah, this my room. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, it's God. In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have no faith in him, that, you know what I'm saying, he can work things out for you, then you ain't got no faith in nothing. You can't even have faith in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Family discussions too with the kids. So not only us being the adults, I listen to my teenagers and I also listen to his children too, because their growing up stage is like, it's a little bit different, you know.
And you can't show favoritism. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way I treat my kids, I treat hers.
Except for Makai.
You know what I'm saying? He's a boy. I tell him to his face, I'm always be hard on him. That's my son. I'm always be hard on him. You know what I'm saying? Because this world that we living in, they want all you boys to be fat. I'm just gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't raised like that. My son ain't. I don't care what the world tell him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It ain't happening.
And it's your house. You're entitled. How you want to raise.
You know what I mean? Like it's not that I'm homophobic. It's not about being homophobic with nothing, dude.
But as a woman, I'm gonna be like, look, dang, you don't think that was good too harsh? You know, or something.
I get it.
Yeah.
So we
So but you gave advice on being a blended family. So what advice would you give to the parents on staying together? Even though they're blended, yeah, you can't force the kids to get along, but as for the parents' relationship, for them to stay together through everything that goes on, obstacles, the trials, tribulations with the baby moms and baby dads.
I think
what advice would you give the parents to stay together?
I think first and foremost, you have to sit down as a group, as a family, and you know what I'm saying, you got to put everything out on the table. You know what I'm saying? That way. And have an open discussion. That way everybody has an understanding about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just having closed door discussions, then you really leaving your family, the rest of your family in the blind. And is it really fair to them? No. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm sitting there telling you, man, the girls don't listen to me, and you sitting there telling me, man, the boys don't listen to me, then okay, that's just me and you. Okay, let's get them in here and find out why they won't listen.
So communicate.
You know what I'm saying? You have to communicate, you know what I'm saying? You have to communicate, and I feel like again, time. Time. You know what I'm saying? Time. You know, you have to like I said, give everybody the proper time to warm up to one another, get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? to learn how to bond and be a family. You know what I'm saying? Because just because I feel like, just because we live in a generation where I feel like it's the instant grits generation, everything has to happen right now. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? You don't nothing have time to marinate no more. Friendships don't marinate no more. We can be boys today, but you go home and make an Instagram post that I don't like, then we ain't friends no more. 10-year friendship went down the line on my Facebook post. Come on, man, it's silly. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like time, you know, like I said, you give everybody the adequate amount of time to, you know what I mean, like warm up to one another, get to know each other, you know what I'm saying, and learn how to love one another and respect one another, you know what I'm saying, then it becomes a family. Like I said, even with our family, like I said, they didn't bond immediately. Nobody bonded immediately. Everybody was in their separate corners.
No, I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about just you two.
Oh, I just...
With everything, with every obstacle that would come at a blended family is what I'm saying. What advice would you give that couple to stay together? What would keep them together?
You have to know when to pick and choose your battles. You know, are we gonna nitpick over this? It's small. You know, we're gonna blow this out of proportion. And you have to have a solid foundation before you can allow someone to enter your foundation. Because if you're allowing another family to come to your foundation and your foundation is already shaky or weak or broken, then it's not gonna work, because you're not gonna be able to come to a meeting of the mind of one. When the body is thinking as one, then you have more control over those situations, so you can say, well, okay, we're gonna handle this way. When we are one, then we could deal with the obstacles that's coming along. But when we are divided, then them outside energies or forces coming in, it might have me going this way, it might have me going that way. So you have to, you have to be able to stay focused. You have to be able to move in one and as one, and not allow nothing to tear you apart from that. And the more the more you learn each other, the more you learn each other, the better it will be. When going back saying with time. But you also, before you even try to do a blended family, you need to know what his or her morals are. You need to know how they was raised. That 10-hour conversation, I already knew pretty much how he was raised. I already got a good feeling of that. However, but I know your moves. I know when you're upset, I know when you're sad, I know when something's bothering you, and I know how to change those moods. So if you got a man or a woman that can change those moods when the devil is messing with them, then that's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. But just because this man say he loves you, and then he have all his outside stuff coming in, you need to know his upbringing too. A lot of people say you can't judge a person by his past. You're not judging them, you learning. Okay, his father might not have been there for him, so he might have a slight detachment from, from the kids, because he don't know how to be a father to his own kids, because his father wasn't there for him. So he's really trying to learn and trying to figure that out too as you go. Amen. So you have to know the upbringing of the person that you with. You know what I'm saying? If he I like to eat pork, he might not like to eat pork. There might be a problem in the house. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I might be a Jehovah's Witness and you're a Baptist. Yeah. Just because the sex is good and stuff like that, does not mean that sex is going to carry that relationship, especially if y'all faiths are different.
Wow. Well, you know what? We thank the old Donald for giving us time and advice. And you guys, we can tell you guys are in love. You guys are awesome.